All right, guys, here we are, hole 8. A little bit different approach that I'm going to take this time. So if you didn't check out the other guide, you may want to check it out just so you can kind of see different options that are going to be available. However, with weaker clubs, we're going to have to kind of bypass what I tried to do on that last guide. So, keep that in mind. You definitely want to definitely play within your means of what your bag is kind of set up towards and play towards the strengths of that. So let's see how well my opponent does here. So it is going to be a little bit tougher with a Pock 4, that's for sure. So we'll see what we're able to do. One of the things that you might want is to definitely keep the power on. So if you can use a power 4 ball, that is going to make your life a little bit easier. I'm just going to use the the free to play, the Kingmakers on this guide. I'm going to kind of, I'm thinking maybe about 5 on the top spin, because it is going to be a little bit tougher to get this down there. I'm thinking somewhere around here. And I would typically maybe go about 8 rings in this situation. 8 to 9, somewhere in there. So that's what we're going to try. Did catch a great ball, but I tried to, not play it aggressively. That would end up costing me. More so than anything, we just want to stop before that rough and not try to overdo it too much. But you'll want to make sure that you have, a 180 max club here, especially for this. You can see that we're going to still need to kind of go up into this power. Your best bet is going to be this rough bump, and it's typically going to be somewhere around, 3-ish top spin, 3.5, somewhere in there. And you'll just want to, focus on getting this up there more so than anything. So I may need to use some power for mine. So, it does have its advantages if you can kind of get it dialed in and you can get up just a little bit farther than I did. It is beneficial, but also, you just want to make sure that you don't cost yourself at the same time. So, wow, that looks like overkill. Let's just see how this plays out. Yep, he hit the fairway. So, way too much power. He was at least, probably should have not went more than half there. I'm going to have to go pretty, mine's going to have to kind of look the way that his did. He had, more club than I did and everything. I'm going to go, for me, I would typically go maybe about 6, 7 rings here. Somewhere in between 6 and 7. So that's more or less where I'm going to go. So this is probably what, 6 point, so somewhere in here. So it is maybe just a hair off the power. It is going to be relatively full. And I did catch a great ball, so it is going to definitely deflect off. You can see I didn't quite use enough power. I was trying to guesstimate, and I was just a little bit short. So that is going to be the toughest part about that shot, is just trying to get that dialed in. And as I mentioned, the more that I have to go, I probably should have just blasted that. I should have went a full 7 on the ring adjustment. So with the full 7, it probably would have been 7 rings. It would have, probably been maxed out with where I needed to go. So if I would have went full there, I probably would have still been okay. However, you can see, towards max club there, you really put yourself at, kind of a tricky shot where you're just going to need that perfect ball. Hopefully you're able to get it, or close to a perfect ball, because, you don't want to have too much off to the side there. Now, what I typically do is just try to, kind of play this flat spot a little bit. You can see the ball guides through the hole. Not much I can do about that. I don't want to land too much on the front because I don't want it to hit that face weird like how you saw that roll through. So I definitely don't want the roll through. Other than this, it's just going to kind of come down to perfect ball. Hopefully you're able to get it. You can see you get a great ball, you're definitely not going to make it. There's just not enough accuracy on that club. So, just kind of trust your line. Hopefully you're able to get it if you are down there. But the more times you get to practice that shot, the better that you're going to be at it. And, you can just kind of start to get it dialed in. That was my first attempt. And, in retrospect, looking back, I can say, with this same situation, I'm just going to go a little bit more next time and make sure that it gets up there. So good luck, and I'll see you guys on the next one.